Hi folks, welcome back to Year of Mbira. It's Andy here with video 5, week 5. This is dancing pairs. We're focusing on the right hand and getting a sensation of dancing over a foundation that we've got on our left hand that we're then going to upset next week, bring out some new elements in our playing over here. But now we've got pairs really nicely reinforced in our left hand in different positions. We can explore some freedom up here that I think you're really going to enjoy. As always, there's downloads in the video description, and likes, comments, subscribes and shares are all appreciated. Super. So you'll notice that I'm on a different instrument here, it's different tuning, and I'm going to be playing in a different progression as well to encourage you to do the same. I think some of you are sticking with progression 4 Nyamaropa, and we've really focused on that a lot to get some foundations in your hands, but I want to encourage you to branch out and explore the ideas that I'm presenting in different progressions, different song structures, different instruments, rather than just copy exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to sow seeds for you that you can plant elsewhere and watch them grow. Nice one. So left hand, I'm going to be playing, what is this tuning? It's Nemakonde. So our note 6s, it's a Gandanga Mavembe style instrument. Note 6s sound or feel like the root or home note. Cool. Whereas on Nyamaropa, it was note 4s that had that feel. Cool. So I'm going to be playing my pairs in my left hand in position 1. That means that we'll end up hearing something like this. If I play low highs, I'm going to be moving around, I'm going to be doing high lows and some other stuff as well. Don't concentrate on what's going on in the left hand too much. It's the right hand that this video is all about. So if I start popping some, select a short range of notes and pop those against the left hand. I'm going to play on beats 1 and 3 of each chord, so we have this sort of sound. So I encourage you to get a simple part down in your right hand, and then we're going to turn it into pairs. The pairs in the left hand are in position 1. We're going to offset the pairs in the right hand so they're in position 2, giving us this sort of sound. Oh, sorry. Cool. You've got the skills and the awareness now to come up with something simple that you can play squarely. And then, I encourage you to find something restricted down to a small range of notes that uses the thumb and maybe the forefinger, index finger. And then you can get this sensation of playing right hand pairs against the left hand pairs offset. If you're playing position 1 here and position 2 here, then the crossover points for each of the chords are in different positions for each hand. So that's kind of the first bit of learning for today. But once you've got that down, it's going to open up loads for you. And we're going to look at, 6 or 7 different ideas over here that you can stack together, and it opens up loads. So, yes, the crossover in position 1 on the left hand, as I'm playing it, is going to be between the 3rd and the 1st chord of each part. So the crossover ends up landing on the 1st chord. Here we go, and there, bringing us back into the 2nd part. 3rd part. 4th part. 1st part. Cool, so we're landing there on our beat one of the first chord in each part. Nice. The pairs in the right hand, because they're in a position 2, the crossover is between the first and the second chord. So we're having something like this. Crossing over, between the first and the second chord. There's the crossover point. And then all of the other pairs are within the chords. Nice. So once you've got that down, then I'm going to encourage you to play your cascades in the right hand as pairs. So here's our first idea, cascades. If you know that, you'll know the cascades from all the previous downloads in the deep dive for all of the different progressions. Here is cascade for progression 6, as pairs in the right hand in position 2, against the left hand in position 1. Nice one. In Discover Mbira, we looked at bridging and spilling. So where we're missing out notes, we can include those notes, and also we can linger on notes and end up cascading down a little bit later to join up in our cascade at a later point in time. So this kind of thing. So you can hear me, especially down into chord 4 at the end from chord 6. I'm including that note 5. So if I go from the beginning of part 4, oops, sorry, ending up on that note 3 on our first beat of the first chord. So yeah, I included note 5 there, which isn't a valid or faithful choice for any of the chords that we've just touched on. Nice. So yeah, that bridging and spilling is really nice idea to then introduce into your pairs. Oh. Cool, so my hand sort of naturally went in there to some low highs. Let's have a look at our low, high, high, low, so bouncing pairs. You'll know how to work this out if you've gone through the previous material. So I'm going to go low, high, high. Yeah, I'll include the 1 there. Low, high, high, low, low, high, high, low. What about high, low, low, high? So our first chord will have I'm just chucking loads of ideas at you right now, and I'll stack them all together in a minute so you can hear the freedom that they give you. Nice. So we had cascades as pairs with bridging and spilling. Still as pairs, low highs, high lows. Still pairs, high lows, low highs as pairs. What if we play low high, low high, low high? All of our pairs, low highs. Ooh. And what about high lows? Nice, cool. And let me just stack all of those together just so you can hear what we've opened up. Cool, yeah, so it's starting to sound really nice. Now there's another idea that I wanted to put in, and that's about restricting our note choices. We did that, oh sorry, nearly dropped the instrument. We did that right at the beginning of today's video by choosing a right hand part that was nice and simple, limited to a restricted group of notes. I'll just show you that again. What happens if I move that restricted range up here somewhere? You might hear something familiar. Oh, sorry. Cool. So we've done a low restriction, we've done a high restriction. If I move it down around here, what am I going to play? All these notes were sort of coming down to the sixes. So coming down to the sixes. Let me just play through that again and listen out for that coming down to the six. What happens if we come up to the sixes? Oh, no, move down from the six, sorry. Awesome. So yeah, little restrictions we can make. We can restrict down to our 2 or 3 note patterns. The 2 note pattern in this progression, progression 6, is on notes 3 and 4. First 5 chords, we have note 3, then chord 6, we can play at note 4, chord 7, we can play note 3, and the last 3 chords, we can play note 4. And in all of the progressions, if you want to find out where this 2 note pattern is, it's on the 5th of the first chord and the next note up as well. This might not sound that rewarding, but it's an interesting idea. I just want to show you. Cool. And our 3 note pattern. So it starts on the root of the first chord and includes the next 2 notes. The other version that I did that was higher a minute ago included that higher note too. Awesome. So we've got loads of different ideas that we can stack together. I'll just remind you what they all were. Cascades, cascades with bridging and spilling, low high, high lows, high low, low highs, high low, high low, high low, high low, low high, low high, low high, low high, restricted low, restricted middle, restricted high, restricted to 2 and 3 note patterns. Loads of possibilities. Let me just noodle around and see how I can stack them together. It's going to give you some independence in your right hand that I'll show you in a second demonstration, the sort of independence that it gives you. Let me just play precise pairs all the way through this quick demonstration. Yeah, I'm just going to go with the flow, but I'm going to be playing pairs all the time. Cool. I did a little bit slip away from the pairs and start playing some individual notes. So let me do that now for you. And you'll find me playing strokes in the right hand immediately after a pair. So falling in the gaps in the right hand of the pairs in the left hand. Here we go. Something I really like doing is playing low highs in the left hand and then low highs in the right hand, but we end up with our right thumb matching up with these upper register strokes in the left hand. Let me try and get into that. Awesome. So loads of ideas there. The right hand dances a bit more freely with those bridging and spilling ideas. We do see that in the left hand sometimes, but there's some other rules and ideas that I want to focus on in next week's video that's going to add a new dimension to your left hand playing, some things that you might not have already considered. But I think what I've just offered there is plenty for you to think about. Try and get your small pattern down and try and get your cascades down. Link it into your low, high, high lows that you should already have for your chosen progression. And now's an opportunity to explore that idea that I said to leave for a while, high, low, low highs. and then you've got low highs and high lows, and then those other restrictions. Nice one. Thanks so much, everybody. Good luck, and if you can hit subscribe, like, comments and shares, that'd be super. Downloads in the video description as always. Nice one. See you next week. Cheers.